is Mary. Thank you for coming to my channel and watching. Today we're gonna do the second episode of Love Island All Stars. I'm gonna go through the episode and tell you my thoughts while watching. And yeah, so let's begin. Also, just a little heads up, I do have some notes that's down on my right. So if you see me looking down, I am looking at my notes because I don't, it's been a while since I watched the episode, so I don't remember everything. So I have my notes to help me with the review. Okay, let's begin with episode 2. So it starts off where episode 1 ended, which is Callum choosing the girl he wants to be coupled with. And he chose Molly. I was very confused. I'm like, why would you choose your ex that you guys just broke up with? It's weird because I'm like, if the reason you chose her is so you guys can talk and clear the air, you guys live in the same country, the same state. You can pick any time. You could have texted her, call her, go over to her place, or vice versa if y'all really wanted to talk. But you came on Love Island again to clear the air and talk. I don't know. Something smells fishy. Part of me is like, what if, I know I might be totally wrong, but I'm like, what if they schemed to come on the show together? Because it just seems weird. They were together for 3 years and then they broke up for 6 months, so they say, which I'm sure, okay, so maybe the breakup is not fake, but I feel like maybe there's still something going on and they came on the show pretending like they haven't talked when, I don't know. It just seems weird, and maybe I'm overthinking, but part of me thinks like there's something fishy. Like, why would you choose your ex? I don't care how great of a term, or I don't care what happened with the relationship, why we broke up. I would not choose my ex. This is your chance to start new on Love Island, and you choose to couple up with your ex. Anyways, I'm moving on from them. I think I've talked about them enough. All right, next. Okay. So after they chose, and we see Georgia and Toby talking, and I know I mentioned in the first recap, like, I'm sick of them, but I'm gonna reiterate, I am sick of them. I feel like Georgia is lying. I don't actually think she likes Toby as much as she's claiming. I think she likes the attention knowing that Toby likes her, but I think she's definitely keeping it safe and just hanging out with him until someone better comes along, which honestly, I don't care. Like, I don't like Toby either, so I don't feel that bad, but it's just annoying hearing her go back and forth. Hearing her go back and forth. Oh, I like you, but you're too young. Oh, I don't know. It's like, girl, you know. When you like someone, you know. It's either you like them or you don't, okay? So I'm kind of sick of Georgia. I was sick of her the first episode, but now I'm sick of her again. Again, I don't care about the Molly and Callum drama. I feel like it's fake. I feel like they know what they're doing. They probably schemed together to come on the show and like, oh, let's pretend, well, and then towards the end, watch them get back together. It's been done before. We saw it on Love Island, Australia with Tina, and I think his name was Callum too. Tina and Mitch from Love Island, Australia. We saw it, and I don't want to see it again. I'm over them. Just move on. Either you're together or you're not. Kaz pulled Lewis for a chat. So I love Kaz. I love her so much. I want her to find love, but Lewis is not it. Like, he wasn't even looking at her, making eye contact. I don't think he's interested in her. And it kind of hurts, to be honest, seeing her try, because you can see she's really trying. She has all this confidence, but he's just like, oh yeah. Like, you can tell when a guy is interested, and the way he was talking to her, I don't think he's interested. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I just feel bad for her because I can see her trying and I just see him not giving the same vibe back. And then Liberty. I love Liberty. I like that she likes Mitch. I love her and I want her to find love. Why does it have to be Messy Mitch though? Like, hopefully he doesn't break her heart. That's the only thing. I'm like, you can be messy all you want, just don't break poor Liberty's heart. So the Islanders played a champagne roulette game. So basically they had to drink a glass of champagne, and then at the bottom of the champagne flute was a dare or something they have to do. First off, we had Kaz, and hers was snug the Islander you would most like to share a bed with. So snug the Islander you would most like to share a bed with, and Kaz chose Lewis, so she kissed him. For Chris, it was twerk on the Islander you fancy the most, and he chose Molly, which she's pretty. I was just sad for Demi. I'm like, oh, why don't you choose Demi? That's your partner. But yeah, that's fine. He chose Molly. I guess she's a new girl, whatever. Georgia S. said, perform your sexiest snog on the Islander of your choice. Perform the sexiest snog on the Islander of your choice. And he chose Toby. Ugh, big whoop. And then Georgia H, hers was funny. It said, yawn in the face of the Islander that you think is the most boring. And she chose Anton. That was pretty funny, actually. Next was Hannah, and her question was, snog the Islander who's 100% your type on paper. And she chose Jake, which I was a little bit surprised by. But I guess it kind of makes sense. I feel like there aren't that many options there for her because she is older. So I feel like she just chose the best of the worst, if that makes sense. So I was surprised, but also not surprised. Anton, his question was, snog the Islander that you wish the public coupled you up with, and he chose Georgia S, which makes sense because Georgia had chosen him before, so I think they probably had a little bit thing going on, but I don't think Georgia likes him as much as he's fooling himself, or she's fooling herself. Okay, next question. This one made me laugh so much because it was so, like, I 100% agree with it. It was Jake, and his question was, which Islander do you think is only here for love? What was it? Which Islander do you think is here for social media followers and not love? And he chose Mitch, Messy Mitch. I'm just like, duh. Like, why would he be on Love Island All-Stars? He's not an all-star. And he is not there to find love. So yeah, I do agree with that 100%. I think that was a funny because it was so true. Callum's was, give a sensual massage to someone you would like to get your hands on, or get hands on. I think it was get hands on. And he chose Georgia S, which was interesting to me. I don't ever see them working out at all. I just don't think they're each other's type. But that was a interesting pick. Demi's, hers was, snog the two Islanders you think are attracted to you. So she had to kiss two guys that she thinks are attracted to her, and she chose Chris, who's her partner, and Mitch, which, interesting. I could see that. I could see Mitch and Demi. I don't know if Chris is attracted. Well, I guess he was because he slid in her DM. I don't know. Some of these answers surprised me, to be honest. Mitch was, snog the Islander you think is the sexiest. And he chose Liberty, which is so cute. I love Liberty. Yeah, I still don't trust Messy Mitch. I'm going to be 100%. I don't trust him. But I love that he's showing Liberty attention, because it's just sad watching her when, like, she feels like no one's choosing her. Like, from Love Island games, no one was choosing her. It was just sad. So I'm happy she's getting some attention from someone she actually likes. So far, let's hope it goes well. Georgia S was next, and her question was, blow a kiss to the islander you think is the biggest game player. And he chose Lewis, which, I'm so surprised. She did mention that I guess Lewis X is her friend. So I guess that makes sense, but it was just weird because there was no explanation, no nothing. It was just like, oh, Lois is the biggest game player. I wish we got a little bit more background just to understand where she's coming from. I mean, I wouldn't, he doesn't give me player vibes, but who knows, I could be wrong. But yeah, that was an interesting question, and I wish we got a little bit more explanation or reasoning of why Georgia picked him. Maybe we'll find out later, or maybe we'll never know. I'm like, Georgia, what's the tea, girl? Like, Lewis is a player? Come on, tell me what's the tea. Jake was next, and his was 2 islanders you would love to have a threesome with, and he chose Hannah and Georgia S. Which again, why? But okay. Georgia is a beautiful girl, you know. She's very attractive, nice body. So I see why guys are attracted to her, but I just feel like her personality, I don't see any of those guys really meshing with it. So it's interesting that they are choosing her, but I don't think they would actually be able to handle her. I could be wrong, okay? But just from my memory of her and from seeing her on other shows, like, I just think she's a lot, and it takes a special guy, and I don't see any of those guys being mature enough to be able to handle it. Maybe Lewis, but I feel like he's a little too reserved and probably doesn't want to deal with that. Sounds so harsh. I actually do like Georgia. I don't hate her. It's just like her drama can be like a lot sometimes, and like sometimes I just want to see love and not drama, which is so weird. I feel like a few years ago I would want all the drama, but this, as I'm getting older, like, I kind of want to see real and love and not all this make believe and made up drama just for entertainment, if that makes sense. Okay, let's keep going. Liberty was next, and her question was, which islander of the opposite sex gives you the ick and why? Obviously, she chose Jake, which is her ex. It makes sense. Like, I wasn't surprised by that at all. Molly was next and says, have 3-way kiss with 2 islanders that you fancy. And she chose Chris and Lewis. To be honest, I was surprised by that. Only because looking at her ex, Callum, neither Chris nor Lewis kind of match. Like, physically they don't look like Callum, so I think I was surprised, like, I thought maybe she would choose Mitch, just because I feel like Mitch is the most physically similar to Callum, but maybe she's trying something different, who knows. Okay, so that was the end of the game. As the episode goes on, we see Liberty talking to Mitch, and they're just talking about their feelings. And it's cute to see her happy, but I just wish she wouldn't go all in on Mitch. I feel like she's done that before in the past, basically every time, and every time she gets burned. So I just wish she would learn to take it slow. And she knows too. She's like, oh, I'm taking it, but you can tell she's saying one thing, but her body and her heart is like jumping in. Hopefully she doesn't regret it. And then Liberty is talking to Hannah, and they're talking about Jake, and I just love how she's such a girl's girl. Like, she's very supportive of Hannah. She's like, yeah, you should go with him, you know, he's nice, just because, and he's matured, just because it didn't work out with us. And I love that, you know, because at the end of the day, Jake that Liberty knows or knew might be a completely different Jake now. So I think it was good that she didn't try to badmouth him to Hannah and just said, yeah, go for it. See if anything comes out of it. So we go towards the end of the night, and you know, they're doing their little nighttime. So it's nighttime, and you know, they do their little speech. Usually it's like one person gives a speech, and I really like Mitch's speech. What was it? It was, here's to a fresh start, fresh vibes, and potentially husbands and wives. I thought it was so cool. It was a little corny, but I loved it. It was like fresh, what is it? Fresh start, fresh vibes, and potentially husbands and wives. I don't think any of them are going to be husbands and wives, but I love the speech. So Kaz pulled Lewis for a chat again, and I'm just so tired of him. Like, Kaz, stop trying. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna change my mind. I love that she's trying, because obviously Love Island, the whole point is to find a partner, and you can't just sit around waiting for someone to come for you. So I do, excuse me. So I do admire her for going after him, but I guess I just have I have PTSD from her last season. And I just like, please be careful, please. So I think I'm just gonna go do like this, support like support her from far, but just I don't know, I don't like seeing girls get played and hurt, and that's why I'm so concerned for her and Liberty, because I feel like they're such sweet girls, and sometimes when you're so sweet like those girls, it's easy for men to notice that and take advantage. So that's my only concern with Kaz. Okay, so the episode was, that's pretty much most of the episode. The only last thing I want to say is I am tired of Toby and Georgia. Georgia S, Toby, please stop. Like, I want them to be in the background. Like, don't show us them talking anymore. Just show us them in the background hanging out. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I do not want to hear her going back and forth. Oh, I really like Toby, but he's not my type. All right, that's it for the episode. Thank you for watching. Not much happened because most of it revolved around the games and just people talking, which is, I guess, regular. I'm gonna be honest. Right now, I'm not super excited. I'm hoping it picks up and more bombs and more bombshells come in who are true all-stars. I'm just not that excited yet. But yeah, I am thankful that you're here and watch. Please leave comments, give me some feedback, and please comment and let me know what you would like, how you want me to review next episodes, and just like, comment, and share, and subscribe. So thank you again for watching. My name is Mary, and you've been watching All Things Love and Beauty. Thank you. Bye.